Look at this shot, absolutely beautiful, right? But behind it, your note tree is like a 15-note spaghetti disaster that you built, piece by piece, over 60 grueling minutes. 15 notes for one shot. This is what we call the manual grading trap. You feel productive, you are dragging notes, connecting wires, tweaking parameters one by one, relying on complete guesswork until it finally feels right. But the truth, people teach you these massive note trees because they sell courses on note trees. They have a financial incentive for your pin. Let me show you the difference. On the left, manual grading. On the right, PFA Color Suite. Watch this. I go to correction log, one click, converted from log to resin mode 9, grade with AI. Next, click on CinePulse to create a look. Done. I'm finished grading. One click, film quality, one take 1 hour, the other took 1 second. This isn't a shortcut. This is your AI color pipeline. So stop building notes, start creating AI color grading pipelines. Okay, now let's refresh the clip. Every single tab in this toolkit is now powered with an AI assistant that analyzes your footage, learn how you grade, become an assistant that grades for you. In the past, you are dragging exposure, fine-tune guess. Now, go to correction log, one click, it analyzes your footage, sets your entire image at the perfect starting point from log to resin mode 9 in one click using De-Logify. Next, we move on to Film Tonal Curve to leave the black points and get that milky gray in the shadows. But here is where the pipeline gets incredible. Film Spectral Contrast. Imagine you want to add saturation without affecting your exposure at all. By only adding the contrast within the color, imagine adding heavy saturation without affecting your exposure. We are massaging the image, giving it the exact film quality tone that we want. Next, we can go back to correction exposure. We just check your exposure with the built-in false color. Thanks to James for recommending this, and so we have built-in for you. So perfect. Now into film split tone to treat our shadows. We split the hue, shift it slightly cyan, and the vector scope confirms it. Next is a color swap engine. We isolate the blues and shift in 360-degree hue towards cyan, zero clipping, full creative control over all channels of colors. That's HSL on steroids. So we isolate the greens of the trees and shift them into orange. Beautiful. Now, we are talking about color density. We want to get the richness in the color, but at the same time lower the luminance to get the rich punch to all the colors. But what about the talent? So once you've done this color density stage, let's go to skin tone, color scheme. Turn on the skin tone map. The whole entire image will divide into 3 colors, orange, yellow, and blue. Orange means perfectly aligned with the skin tone line on the vector scope. So you can adjust density of that. So your skin becomes flawless at this step. Now, let's officially move on to the Film Mixer engine. Film Mixer isn't a pixel selection like previously. This is a pure channel math. So it's remixing the RGB of all channels to crosstalk to form new colors. So this works with 10-bit, 8-bit, 12-bit, any bit rate, and any image, it will work flawlessly. It's better than any form of film look development. So you drag the teal and orange slider, look immediately at the vector scope. Every single parameters across the vector scope are massaged into the orange and teal slider complementary palette. It's a studio grade palette right away. This is not a preset, it's an assistant. Just one slider conforms your entire image while keeping skin tones completely protected. You can go to teal and pink, you can try out magenta and green, and we can turn off the skin protection to see how it will badly affect your image without the skin protection. So these algorithms are the world-leading technologies that allows you to create that isolation, 3-dimensional grade to your footage at any time. So now you have created a palette, but you can use the 9 outputs below it as the film knobs. You want to add nostalgia, push the red into cyan, add some green for vintage tone, then use film separation to stretch the saturation along your build palette. Finally, printer lights. Inject color into the frame, exactly like shining lights onto your stock in a dark room. But you are injecting colors that previously not existed in the frame. This is the best for matching different time frame of the light. For example, you reshoot certain scenes in a different day, but you want to match the lighting of a certain day, you can use printer lights to resolve them. This is basically a depth map that built in to allow you to isolate and inject colors. You have best technology with all the tabs have the AI assistants built in. You can become super fast in turning out any kind of look you want. So now let's turn off the scope. We are playing back at 4K raw footage at 30 frames per second. Look at the before and after. There's a drastic change and we are able to play back at live speed. We built a totally different look, drastically transforming the shot, and there's significantly less noise than the old manual way. So now you can copy the grade, or you go to the preset manager, save this as a preset. You can call it out using Premiere Pro, After Effects, and in the future, Final Cut as well. They share the same exact preset system. So copy the grade, go to the next shot, paste. The consistency is flawless. You don't like the vibe? No worry. Go to CinePulse AI, click Generate Look. It instantly filters through 135 parameters to give you a completely different new direction. This is your ultimate collaborator when you need to communicate a visual language to a director of photography or to your producer to discuss about the cinematic approach for the entire film. You can do it in a split of a second. This is the power of true AI color pipeline. You get a detailed isolation, flawless skin protection, and studio-grade results from day one. You become creative, not technical. Even you have zero knowledge about color grading, just 2 clicks you'll be better off than 90% of colorists out there who are struggling with note trees. Trust me. Grab the free trial at the link below to test the entire pipeline for yourself before you commit, and use the code THANKYOU2026 to grab the nearly 45% off right now before the offer ends this month in just 2 weeks. So stop building notes, start creating. My name is Nash, Passion Fuels Ambition, and I will see you in the next grade.